Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory that's definitely due to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rekak Radash, from the Prophets in Babylon out of Waco, Texas camp, affiliated with the branch of Prophets in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida. I'm your brother Afiat. I'd like to give a special double honors to the elders and apostles on down at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. May the blessing of election be upon your household, on you brothers and you few sisters out there that's sincere. And lesson for today, Jake is getting tired of Eve. And Lord willing, I hope and pray that this will be edifying. So I was inspired to do this video because the singer Keith Sweat, he put out a post saying that if a woman can't cook, clean, iron clothes, you know, um, basically if she can't bring anything to the table, you know, what good is it for me to deal with her? And I strongly agree because these these women have basically thought that all they have to do is work, go get these degrees and things of that nature. And a man doesn't care about your degrees and things of that nature. When Jacob's trouble comes, all that stuff is going to go out the door. Your law degree, your job, none of that's going to mean anything to, especially a man of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You're going to have to bring something to the table other than your degree or your looks or your body, you know. So you're going to have to be willing to be submissive. And a lot of you women are not going to make it because y'all not in the spirit of being submissive. First Timothy chapter 5 and verse 14. I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, meaning, you know, exactly, guide the household, make sure things are clean, there's food prepared, you know, clothes are washed, things of that nature. That brings great value into the household that this man is providing. Give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. So you don't want to be speaking any reproach to your husband. You're willing to be submissive unto him. For some are already turned aside after Satan, and this is what this society promotes. You know, with this feminism thing, telling you that, you know, that a woman should have liberty to be able to gad abroad. But the scriptures clearly tell you that a woman shouldn't have the freedom to gad abroad. You know, so we're coming into that time of Jacob's trouble, and all those degrees and things of that nature is going to go out the door, and it's going to be mean what can you bring to the table. You know, even in these traditional marriage ceremonies, which we don't believe in, it used to tell you love, honor, and obey, but they took obey out of there. You know, so basically that gave the woman permission to be a feminist and have an opinion and not be submissive unto her husband. But see, in that time, these women, they're going to realize that they're going to have to submit. And a lot of these women are not going to submit, so they're going to be destroyed. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 2. And a man shall be a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And that's what the men of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai are going to be, the elect. You know. And so it's best for you women to submit, to learn to submit. Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And a man that's going to be made like that is not going to want to deal with a woman who's going to have an opinion. You remember Abraham's wife, Sarah, she called her husband Lord. And so that meant she was very submissive unto her husband, and she did not speak and reproachfully to him, such as a lot of you women out there that do. So you have to learn to be submissive. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And that's what's going to happen. But these women are going to have to be in the spirit of being willing to be led by that man of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They're going to have to be willing to be submissive. Because if you're not going to be submissive, a man of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not going to deal with you. So we're fastly coming into those times. We saw what happened in April. A lot of women got a lot of you Eves got, laid off. 106,000, matter of fact, in April. So it's going to only get worse. So it's time to come back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and submit unto a man, of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So Lord willing, I hope and pray that this is an edifying lesson. And once again, I want to give all praises and honor and glory that's definitely due to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Hashem Rakak Radash. Until the next time, I say Shalom.